Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the last Cloudia video. Today we're going over the final unit for the Overlord collab, Shalltear Blood Fallen. She will be releasing tomorrow morning, so Thursday around 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I'm not too sure what the time is on the maintenance there, but she will be releasing soon here. She will be a spear unit. I haven't fully looked at her kit just yet. I kind of went over just like the special. I glanced over the skills and whatnot, but I haven't really dived, deeper into what she can do. I know a lot of people are excited for her because she is our DPS for the collab. So we'll go ahead and watch the video, check out and see what she's got. Of course the art is always really good. Yeah, absolutely amazing. It looks like, oh man, that's sick. Blood Fallen. Alright, so we have S1, S2, and S3. Okay, hold on. That was fast. The S1, oh man, look at that. That is, oh, that's some sick art. Alright, that is pretty quick. 7 hits. No line of sight, maybe? I wonder if she has a line of sight on that. So, might have a small AoE on that. She's hitting only one enemy right there, but that looks pretty quick. If we watch that again, yeah, that's fast. And this right here is actually really interesting. It looks like some kind of force field, but it reaches it has a good distance on it. Negative impact shield. Looks like something's happening here whenever she does attack though, so let's see here. And then the S4. Now I did see this already. Very long S4. But very flashy. Very nice. I love the animations that they throw in there. Still to this day, some of my favorite ones are definitely Ray and Kyle from the 5th anniversary. Those animations are so clean, man. Of course, the art is beautiful on the left there, absolutely stunning. But I noticed that we're not going to be able to see that part of her because I believe that's her victory screen. It's not actually an in-game thing. Her sprite is decent. It's just like a big red blob. It's very similar to whenever Shift Gorm first dropped. It was just a blue blob character. Hers it's just I'm kind of spoiled now with that Diaz sprite that we got from the Star Ocean collab. But she does look good. She looks good, the big spear and stuff, but it's just a lot of red and you can barely, I don't know, it's just a personal preference really. The sprite's not the worst, but I just don't like it as much. I really would like to have seen more of this. Maybe a transition, I don't know. I know it's probably anime accurate, but I don't know, maybe a little more detail on the sprite. I would like a little bit more. Like, let's look at that real quick. Like right here, it looks pretty good. It's just like it's so much red, and you can barely see her eyes, and you just see this white wing. But I get it. She's covered in armor, and it's a sprite game. I'm just being picky. Like right there, like that looks amazing. That looks absolutely amazing. Where is this at? Yeah, look at that. That is so clean. Yeah, it's so clean. Oh man, that makes up for the sprite, honestly. To each their own, right? So we have for her trait, we have the Bloody Valkyrie, give physical attack and special damage, an anti-dead god sorcerer type effect. When equipped with only one weapon, damage is 40% and damage cap plus 70k. Huge damage cap, no condition. Very nice. Physical and attack damage minus 30 when skills attacking can't be interrupted. So she does have super armor. Trait 1, 10 out of 10. It comes with Slayers. It comes with percentage damage. It comes with damage cap. Huge damage cap at that. And then it comes with a damage reduction for physical. Absolutely perfect. Hopefully we'll see some magic damage reduction later on. So for trait 2, hope you will entertain me well. Light damage cap based on number of HP recoveries from her Lance skill. Pipette Lance skill effect. So there's probably going to be something on her skill board, and we'll probably have to look at that and come back. Max at 100 recoveries, damage is plus 80%. So it looks like 100 recoveries might be a lot. This might be built towards a longer boss fight to get the full cap, but it's still a cap that increases, so it doesn't diminish over time. It's not a buff, so your cap does increase during battle. And it does reset each wave. So this is going to benefit you in long boss battles. And that damage cap plus 80% is huge. I mean, huge damage cap, and already over 100k on damage cap when you max the recoveries. When defeating an enemy, she gets SCT for 5 seconds. So she has built-in recovery for SET. And then when she kills a divinity type, she actually restores 1 stock for 1 skill. It looks like it's going to be random, very similar to quick trigger. Going over to the actual next part here, which is going to be her skills. So skill 1, we did see 7 hits on her skill 1. How tedious. It's a medium area like combo attack, so not very much of a gap there on a strike. So skill 2, frontal long range, we did see that. I don't know if it's going to be a line of sight kind of thing, or we'll have to line up with each enemy before launching that at skill. Skill 3 though has me more intrigued, and wow, not only that, but we have a massive damage reduction for magic when using this. It is going to be a buff, so probably 40 seconds. Normally anything below that, it'll tell you between 10 to 20 seconds. So that looks like it is going to be a massive 40% reduction. So potentially this could be a PvP unit. We're already seeing some really good physical reduction. We're seeing really good magic damage reduction based on the S3. We have the next part is special, which is going to be powerful light combo attack to 1 unit. She gets a buff basically that doubles the skill hit count when equipped with only 1 spear, but she is going to be a single spear user, light attribute, once per quest. So therefore, you only want to use this on boss wave. Try not to use your special on ad waves because you will absolutely destroy her DPS. She's meant more for longer boss fights, so that's what I'm seeing here. And we're not done yet. We're going to go over to skill. We'll kind of make some adjustments on what we're seeing here. So for skills, we have Guardian's Duty, critical damage -20, and anti-damage taking -20. So she does have damage reduction for anti-type. Very nice. Very similar damage reduction, but for critical damage. We have Time Reverse. When close to death, very greatly restore your HP 3 times per wave. Absolutely disgusting. 10 cap recovery. Wow, 3 times, guys. That's pretty big. That's actually pretty disgusting. That's freaking crazy. Man, is she like a PvE hybrid? It's really looking that way. Pipette Lance. Oh my god. Pipette. When only one weapon is equipped and 1 spear is skill attacking, chance to absorb 1% of damage as HP. So she has to get 100 100 recoveries to get the max damage, which was the 80% and 40k cap. Her recovery cap is 999. So very interesting. I don't know what the chance is going to be. Maybe 10, 20%, maybe even higher. So we'll see what that is. But I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, it's just a constant buff that's happening and increasing damage and percentage. So far, she looks like she can do pretty good against light resistances. Maybe I'm seeing a good amount, maybe even 50 or higher, very similar to the way Zero was built. We have some pretty good stuff here. So Bloody Frenzy, when using a skill, you boost your SCR, but you cut your M&D. SCR is max 90% and M&D 30%. So basically, when using a skill boost, okay, it doesn't tell you how much is boosted. It's just going to be over time. That's an easy, you can easily figure that out. You'll just have to watch your stats to see how much they're increasing over time. And when it stops, that's when you know when you got your max stat. But 90% SCR is pretty wild, considering what you can stack onto that to make SCR even better. She really is not going to struggle with resistances, I don't see, especially, yeah, I just don't see her struggling with light resistance. She could be potentially the best DPS in the game because of this. And I would say, I'm sorry, let me repeat that. She might be the best burst DPS because that, going back to that S4 here, when you use dual wield, you actually diminish your attack percentage because of dual wield. This one shouldn't diminish anything. You're getting the full percentage damage built into from her kit into each skill hit. Of course, it is only 40 seconds for this S4. That's why you want to do it maybe if you're fighting a boss. Wait till you get your recoveries, get your max damage, get your max, build up completely to the fullest, and then launch your S4. And that'd probably take you between maybe 45% health remaining from the boss, and then double your hit, and then nuke the boss's HP from there. I think she'll be hitting well over 200k. You won't see the numbers, but well, actually, no. I haven't calculated her DPS, but with this active, she will be the highest DPS in the game, most likely, which is pretty awesome. Light always gets the best stuff, I swear. It's always light, right? because Adele is a light and fire, but he has 2 attributes that are attacking. So he has fire and light. So each skit has a different percentage when attacking, based on whether one's weak to fire, one's, not nil, but increased. I don't know. It's nice just to attack with one attribute, basically is what I'm saying. So that's why I think she's going to be very good in that aspect. So we have when skill attacking, chance to deal an extra check. Wow, she actually has built-in pursuits as well. We don't know what that chance is. Maybe it's 50%, could be 30-20. We'll find that out later. Maybe they'll do like a data mine or something to see what exactly that percentage is. Usually Lake's gold mine will tell you what that exact chance is going to be, which is very nice. So an extra pursuit there. So if you want to build a pursuit build, Icy Guardian, we also have accessories for extra attack boosting, and then skills as well. So, I think, damn, even better of a DPS, honestly. So Spear Giga Boost, Spear equipped, we have plus 15% physical attack damage 3k, physical damage taken minus 15, more physical damage reduction. Now moving on to her skills. Now we do have some pretty neat skills. One I don't recognize because I don't think I've seen it in a while. It looks like, I think the last time I saw was Degrogue with this Evil Absorption. Honestly, I don't even know what that does because it's been so long. So let me pull up Lake's Gold Mine real quick and see Evil Absorption, kind of get it ready. Okay, here it is. Okay, so we have attack up max fighting spirit. So we have stats to STR and HP, armor HP, pride, nice STR buff at full health, silver lining, two-handed spear. So just like she's going to come with a two-handed package. We have Spear 1, Spear Boost 4. I believe we do already have some Spear Boosts available, so we're just going to stack that on. So more damage cap already. Favorite Sword's another 15k damage cap. Armor Boost, Holy Armor 2, Light Attack Raise 4, more cap. Mega Drive, more cap. Breakthrough, more cap, and then Grand Brave, so she's going to cover the STR base with 35%. So you won't need to add any Brave, Fast Brave, Auto Brave, nothing like that. That's going to cover all the bases for you there. Auto Haste, we love it because we hate it. It's cheap. I mean, it's not cheap, so we love that it's free. Anti-type boost, anti-type breakthrough, more damage cap when hitting anti-types. Giant Killing for boss and damage cap. Special boost for more damage. I believe that actually has damage cap too, maybe. I don't remember. Maybe it's like 50%. I really don't. I don't use special boost that much. Quick Trigger. Very similar to her trait 2. She's going to get additional stock at battle start. Not additional stock, but a full stock at battle start. Of course, it is random. So, if you get that S3 right at battle start, you're getting minus 50% reduction of magic, which is insane. Sharp Eyes for MP in exchange for DPS. Blood Force, and Evil Absorption. Now this one I haven't seen in a while, and there's a reason for this. It's because it's on Degrogue. Degrogue is old, 2021 I believe, and then the last one after that was Demon Lord Remeru, which was the year after in 2022. Those are the only 2 units that actually have this, and that's why I don't recognize it. When receiving physical and magic damage, 20% chance to absorb 50% of damage as HP. So okay, that's pretty cool. She's recovering some HP based on certain things. Blessed Speed and Podes of Glory. So overall, this kit is actually really nice. It covers a lot of bases. It has some doesn't have any anti-types, but that's already built into her kit. But she has anti-type boost, so that's a huge save right there. So anything, if you're going to be using it for, like, let's say, and she is working in PvP, you'll just have to attach some anti-type, or some slayers, which means that the cost for her to build is very little because she does cover a lot of her bases, especially with the attack raises and the two-handed spears. So going over, and she actually you can use a Spear High Boost too. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can use for her to make her even more stronger than she already is. Moving on to her E6, we'll go ahead and start that. So oh my god, I'm already seeing this. So E6 looks absolutely busted. She's only using one weapon, so you can instantly say she gets 10k cap and 10% damage. When she has armor equipped, because she will most likely have armor, she will most likely have a paid armor purchasable in the shop. Damage taken minus 10, very nice. All damage reduction minus 10, we love to see it. When equipped with only one weapon, physical attack damage, whoa, the whopping 20k. So you're getting 30k already in damage cap from her E6. Anti-type, you get another 3, so we're at 33 cap. And then we have special gauge 30% at battle start. Wow. And then another whopping 10% at for damage all taken, or all damage taken. So she's getting minus 20 damage reduction absolutely disgusting. And we haven't even seen her paid armor, which most likely we have up to 25, even a potential 35% damage reduction. Now 35% is pushing it for her paid, but it is possible. I have seen some pretty crazy ones. But most likely will be 25% to all damage, or minus 25 to all damage. Skill and special damage to bosses plus 20 and damage cap plus 2k. So man, we're looking at 35k just from her E6 on top of her 70 with her trait 1, and then another 40 when you max out her trait 2. That's not including all this, dude. We're looking at massive damage cap. She also comes with massive amount of damage percentages. Really good so far. Now the last thing here is her the new LR arc. I want to say UR, the Bloody Valkyrie. We have light physical damage plus 20%. Also very nice. Damage to undead, god, sorcerer types plus 30%. Now this isn't a anti-type. This is additional percent to what she already has on Slayers. So this is really good damage. And then we have undead type, enemy attention drawn plus 1 and SCR plus 10. It's pretty nifty, especially when you just run a mimic and you can get a nice little SCR and defense buff. Armor equipped, magic attack damage taken minus 20. Again, more damage reduction. Honestly, I feel like this arc is kind of built for her. Very similar to what Zero was. Zero's arc's built for him. In very rare occasions, we were talking about this. In rare occasions, our units, the arc's built for the units, but in this case, this is a very good arc for her, especially that magic damage, because she has a lot of physical damage reduction, but she doesn't have a lot of magic. So, but she does have some all damage reduction in her E6. She does have the minus 50 from her S3, which is conditional because it does run out after 40 seconds. And this is a continuous. So very nice. And we're not even including, like I said, what her paid armor is going to be. Fully armed and armored. I love that. Armor equipped and SCR. For armor equipped is SCR plus 12 and damage taken. Geez, more damage taken minus 7. That's going to be kind of costly, probably maybe 9, 10, 12 SE. Who knows? Usually damage reduction is pretty expensive. True Vampire, which is actually pretty wild here, minus 20 MND, but you sacrifice the MND to boost your physical attack up to 50%, and damage cap 5k. That is massive damage and cap for that. That might be kind of expensive, maybe 9 to 10 SC. If it's any less, that's broken. I would absolutely, especially for like my main DPS, I would absolutely run this and take that hit for that 50% damage. I could definitely see that being an issue in some places. Wink, wink. Undead Buster, give physical attack special counter on anti-undead type effect. And then the last one here is Spear Mega Boost, because she does not come with this. So of course they're gonna put it on the arc so that we chase it. Spear equipped, physical attack 15%, physical cap 2k, and physical damage taken minus 15. I think this is what, like 15 SC. It's freaking massive on the SC, but I mean, it does cover a lot of bases. The only bases I feel like are most important are maybe the reduction. 15% for 15 SC is not anything, and definitely not worth 2k. So these mega boosts are only, how can I say this, they're favored just for like clout, maybe. Like, I don't know, I'm probably I don't know. It's a lot of SC guys to be spending on those. But I mean, if you have the SC and you want to throw the prisms on her, I totally get it. Light drive, fast regen are the final two skills there, which are teachable by many other arcs. So arc is very solid. The last thing here is the AER. Beautiful art. Again, I gotta compliment that. It's absolutely stunning. The last thing is going to be an accessory rarity 6. We have defense plus 5%, spear equipped, physical damage, attack, and special plus 15k. This is not bad at all. 15% and defense, SCR stats, defense stats, and MND, and then a light plus 10 attribute resistance. Very, very nice. Not too sure what I would use this on, but this definitely has a lot of use. Especially for newer players. Honestly, anything with damage percentage for physical, it's what you want. And it also helps you on the defense side a little bit too. No, this is great for newer players, absolutely. So this arc is definitely a really good one. So going back, I know we kind of just talked about this whole shit. Yeah, so solid. Now overall, we always like to talk about whether it's to pull or not to pull these units. Before we talk about that, we can talk about paids. Now paids are most likely going to be a weapon and a piece of armor. Like I said, the armor is going to probably have some damage reduction. Like I said, up to minus 25 to I probably wouldn't say 35 anymore. I'd probably say maybe 25 to 30. Shit, maybe even minus 20. And then we're going to have some nifty little traits, maybe some survivability, maybe some alert built in. I'm not too sure, because I feel like she's leaning towards a hybrid PvE PvP character, so I think she might potentially be pretty decent, especially with this time reverse. Very nice, and it can stack with other things that can help with the survivability, which means the longer she survives, the more DPS output she can throw at enemies. Like going back to the paids though, again guys, the paids are only, I know I get these comments a lot. How do you get paid? How do you get their weapons from the shop? The weapons in the shop are only available to the people that are spending money through the paid step up. Now when you first do the step up, which is the cheap, we call it the cheap step up, it's 1, 2, 3, especially for collab units. It's going to be those credentials are on a discounted rate kind of thing, so it's going to be a lot cheaper to get one paid than it is to go all out to get the second paid. So it's kind of a discounted paid on the first one. So if you are going to do that and you do the step up, it will take you another 3k paid and about 4 multis, I think, four single multis. So you should maybe be able to spend like another $10 plus. I can't remember the total amount, and then you can get one paid. So it is at a discounted rate for the first time going for one paid. And if you are doing that, it's going to be an option for you whether to get a spear or most likely a spear or a piece of clothing. Now, the way you're going to kind of go based on what you need there is, are you more of a PvE person or are you a PvP? Most of the time, there's damage reduction on the armor. So most PvP people go for the armor, and then they mostly stay away from the weapon because we can replace the weapon with other options. Now, in a whales aspect, we'll just go for both, and call it a day. But if we're going for one, PvE, you probably want to go for maybe the weapon, because we do have a lot of armor in the game that can cover those bases. And for PvP, I'd probably go with the armor instead of the weapon, because we can cover those bases with several options. So that's really what you kind of think about whenever you're going for the paids. Of course, that is only if you're going for the paids, but that is how you kind of get the paid weapons. Aether does give us some free weapons and goodies in the event, so there should be some stuff in there as well for her. I'm not too sure what it's going to be, but just to kind of give you some insight on that. But guys, to pull or not to pull is the biggest question here, obviously. I really think she's really good. I think that she's going to pierce a lot of resistances here. I think her longevity as a unit could be pretty good. We don't have a lot of spear users. I think the last one we had was Esneal from the Summer Collab, which she is such a solid ice unit and probably one of my favorite ice units that I have right now. But Zero's up there. As far as let's go back, because I'm gonna hurt Zero's feelings. My favorite female character right now is Esneal, and then male is probably Zero right now, because Zero's just so badass. With that said, I think if you don't have a light unit, if you miss Kyle, if you miss Adele, this unit is gonna be perfect for you. I think that you should definitely go for this. The arc is very good, pairs very well with her. You'll have no issues combining the both and just throwing massive amount of damage cap and DPS per sec. DPS there. So yeah, definitely, if you get them on tickets and you get the arc too, you absolutely won. If you want to go for the paids, like I said, I only recommend going for one in that case, one paid and a couple of singles, just to get that 25 cred, and then pull whatever paid you want based on how you play this game. But overall, I think she's I don't want to say must pull. I think she's a must pull for someone lacking a light attribute DPS. Or if you have an outdated DPS. Like I said, if you didn't get Kyle or Adele, I think this is going to be absolutely perfect for you guys. Of course, this is an Overlord collab, so there is a lot of people favoring the collab, and I get it. People have been winning this for a while, so hell, go crazy. But she's going to be absolutely solid. She's going to age very well, I think. And good luck to you guys and whoever's pulling. If you like today's content, please like and subscribe. It always helps me out. But if you guys have any questions, please drop it in the comments below. If not, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.